It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie.
You can hear the roar here in New Orleans. Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is a fearsome competitor, but he's
special, D.A., absolutely. Thanks. Clark, plenty of speed and explosiveness on display tonight. When you widen your lens a little bit, how do you think athleticism in this league has changed throughout the years?
Well, it has grown exponentially, Kevin. When you think about the advanced training methods, the knowledge around nutrition and rest and strength training, so beneficial to the athleticism that we see in the league. As a matter of fact, I question whether or not I would be able to play in this day and age based on the athleticism I had back in the 80s. I would have to really embrace that fitness and strength training to another level to play today.
Well, I think you would have played in any era and been just fine.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm not so sure, though. These guys get after it. They're bigger, faster, and stronger than any players of any era to date.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Thunder. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Westbrook and Ferguson, their backcourt, and it's George in at the small forward position. George, no good on the free throw.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
And it's George finishing it off.
Hey, and George really is one of the better dunkers in the league, actually one of the best. He's creative, he's got great bounce, excellent length, and pretty creative every time he gets a chance to throw it down.
Payton kicks to Okafor. From 13, and again, New Orleans has no luck.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Ferguson's shot is good.
Good ball movement, wonderful pass, couldn't have drawn it up any better.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Randall, and it's sent back by George.
Well, I tell you what, Paul George is so tough on defense. Love the way he gets after people. He's excellent at staying in the play as well as staying in his stance so he can come up with rejections and deflection.
Payton against Westbrook. Pass to Ferguson. Back to Westbrook. To the paint. And Okafor with the block.
You've got to be cautious when Okafor's in the area. I mean, he's a giant. Not only is he big, but he's long. That helps him block shots because of his good timing, too.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Westbrook passes to Adams. Another shot. That shot missing. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Payton with the ball. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Grant kicks to George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And here's a look at stats for Adams. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Second in field goal percentage, 6th in steals, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And you mentioned it, he's the second best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. Right side Holiday. 6 to shoot. Pelicans keep it alive.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Grant, that's good.
And I tell you, I love watching Grant get busy down there. I mean, his impressive leaping ability and his quick release on the shot allow him to score at a high rate down low.
Right side Holiday. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Now here's more. Defense is right there. Count that one.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Westbrook against Payton, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Elfrid Payton.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
That free throw, no good.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
Mirotic is checked in for Julius Randle. And he can't hit the second. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
Payton kicks to Holiday. Outside Mirotic. The kick out to Holiday. Shoots the three. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Grant. They get the rebound, and Westbrook is right there.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Westbrook against Payton. Holiday looking over the floor. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Ian Clark's checked in for Elfrid Payton. The Thunder leading by 6. Westbrook kicks to Ferguson. Westbrook drives in. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Ferguson's shot is good.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb, and the execution even better.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Shoot 2.
That's good from Holiday. Both free throws good from Holiday. 8 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Ferguson. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Yeah, outworking them right now, plain and simple. I mean, they've been terrific in the open floor.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The forwards, George and Grant. Russell Westbrook out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Adams in at the center. Shot clock at 3. Holiday, good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Drew Holiday. We are far enough into the season now to determine the true contenders, Clark, or do you feel that isn't revealed until closer to playoff time?
No, I think you start to narrow that list down right now, Kevin. I mean, you begin to see which teams are capable of making runs in the playoffs. And obviously anything can happen between now and the playoffs, but the teams that are going to be there battling, you get a pretty good read on who those teams are right now.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Hill. The rebound by Grant. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Here's George. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And that one's good by Clark. Clark's got his first 2 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Outside Holiday. Now the pass to Okafor. And it's Clark in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so George will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as much as 10.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Here's Holiday. It's deflected. Left side, George. And they pick up 2. And now it's a 10-point Thunder lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Thunder?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Julius Randle's checked in for New Orleans. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Second is Steven Adams. And, of course, Jahlil Okafor.
Both of these guys have been shooting with tremendous efficiency as the month has gone on. I don't know who's going to outdo who.
Mirotic finds Hill. And it's Clark in the corner. Clock at 6. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Clark's got 5.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Westbrook, no good.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Throws up and finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. The shot by Holiday, no good. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to Denver.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Well, the effort plainly was not there. I mean, they often settled for tougher, lower percentage shots, and that makes it hard to win.
And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, Grant, a second-round pick, has worked hard for his minutes in the NBA. He's an exceptional athlete who plays with a real edge, a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
And Grant drops them both. New Orleans making a switch here. Miller's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Alex Abrinas is checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Oklahoma City moving it around. Adams, the pass to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Back to Grant. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. And then on Tuesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Randall kicks to Holland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Westbrook. Here's Mirotic, a beautiful reverse layup.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
George against Miller. George with the bucket. George has got the lead up to 11 now for Oklahoma City.
I tell you what, Paul George has done a good job getting stronger since he's been in the league, and because of that, he doesn't mind seeking out contact. As a matter of fact, his new added strength gives him confidence as he seeks contact.
And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Morris checked in for Ian Clark. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Diallo's checked in. A minute 20 left now here in the second. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Miller. Here's George, and good that time. George has got 10.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Pass to Mirotic, takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. And George with the stuff.
Boy, when George is this aggressive with his offense, it's a sight to behold when he gets rolling. Just get out of the way and let him have the marquee.
And Holiday kicks to Randall. Back to Holiday. And that one, good. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's George. Adams trying to free himself up. And again, Paul George. He's got 14.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside Holiday. Out left to the wing. Miller with a wide open look. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Oklahoma City. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over.